So this is a cyclone or vortex blade knife, and it's designed to create a wound that cannot be sewn shut, right? So it is designed to devastate when it enters the body. And the unhealable wound is a particularly malicious type of wounding, and it's a tactic that you want to be on your radar, right? It wants to be, this should be in your lexicon of understanding, because from an empathic perspective, this is a whole new foreign world. Like, why would you hate something enough that this would be even conceived of, right? So this is kind of beyond your realm of imagination. But from the world of the narcissist, their unhappiness is due their gaping hole of craving, their unsatisfied quenching thirst is their capacity that they're always refining weapons of greater and greater amounts of control. And they are chasing a doomed fantasy that if they finally control somebody completely enough, that they will be happiness. They will finally have a perpetually fulfilling fuel source, um, for their sense of importance and stability, which is never satisfied. But it is a fixation, is a compulsion, is obsession, and over time, the concept of the unhealable wound, and unhealable and purposely crafting a weapon to make an unhealable wound, comes to pass. How does this present itself to their empathic victims? Well, it is the lack of closure. They never intend to give you closure. They intend to leave in a state of utter devastation, right, where you're continuing to bleed even after they left. That's the intention. And how does that present itself? Well, uh, you just ghost, you leave under um, perpetually confusing circumstances. You never give the reason for leaving, or you give contradictory reasons for leaving intentionally. Um, everything you said you loved about them, you hated about them all the time. And the purpose isn't to come to any kind of resolution. The purpose is to either one, craft a narrative on why it's the empath's fault that you have to leave them, that their fuel has become stale, or paint it as a organic, natural decision, that you must be wounded, and that's the level of their hatred of other people. But that's the level of obsession they want their slaves to be under control. They want you to continue to bleed in their absence, and the denial of closure is done intentionally, for that purpose, whether they realize it or not. I mean, a lot of times it can be unconscious. It's an instinctive move. It's a compulsive move to leave under those terms in order to make sure that should they want to come back, you are receptive to that, and also you're even more pliable, more controlled in their absence. That's the unhealable wound, and to be conscious of this weapon and this tactic means you don't go to a narcissist for closure. They never intend to create a wound that, or to provide that. It's not a type of person that ever wants to create a win-win situation. It is always, how can I gain more and more control in order to enhance my sense of importance and enhance my sense of stability. And your needs, your humanity are not a part of that equation. That's the unhealable wound. Thanks for listening.